Hi, and welcome to my day in overcast Central Texas. As usual, I am out here. Yesterday I was running around no sleeves. Today, short sleeves. It's just slightly afternoon, and I got informed it was doggy time. And it's the weekend. I have a nice pork roast going in the oven, but it'll be a while. We have meter brand temperature probes inserted into it, both sides of it, because it is kind of a large roast. I like pork roast occasionally. And if we manage not to just tear the whole thing up, Rick views almost any large piece of pork as potential pulled pork. Which I used to somewhat because I like pulled pork sandwiches. I don't have to have things on bread anymore. I can eat a slab of meat and decide if I want more, or I can eat a slab. I can cut a slab and cut it in half and eat half of it. That's fine. What, puppy? Yeah, I came out with him in time to see the letter carrier leaving the neighbor's place. Yeah, we're having days when the idea of putting on a sweater or getting a ball cap is less appealing because it's so comfortable out. Bob will be sufficiently far enough west that he will have so many more of these days than I do. We actually get winter here, which is not as reliable of a thing that far west. Yeah, some of the raspberry. I got about a liter of, the packets for the raspberry bomb from the Keto Pro. The directions on them are for a half liter. And that's easily 2 half liters, and then a little space for my ice and everything. Spoiled American. I like my ice in my drink. I don't want it just lightly cool. I want it cold. If that confuses you, look on a globe. See how much closer I am to the equator than, say, most of Europe. It gets hot here. Okay, this guy came up to be next to me. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, somebody's horn is going off. How you doing? I have to figure out your age again sometime. You know what? You're somewhere in the 13 to 15 range, I think, maybe. Maybe. A little bruise on my arm. I was trying to figure out where'd I get that one. And then I saw a little bruise on the other arm. I'm like, okay. I did have martial arts classes last week and again this morning, and I will have it again on Monday and Wednesday. next Saturday. I can hear someone's music. I don't like it. I would never choose it for listening to. Okay. Somebody must be grilling something somewhere, because he's got all those little tiny muscles next to his little doggy nose. And they're going. The little muscles. He's like trying to smell. Of course, I think he's also trying to smell if his little friend is around. Birds are everywhere trying to make sure they get a good feed on every day before winter hits. Some of them have a long way to go, and some of them will just survive being little birds in a place that doesn't get too darn cold. They won't all make it through the winter. That's too bad. But what's the matter, buddy? This guy and my son's dog both are having days when they're just starting to look their age. The other dog is a little older, I think. Yep. For those who follow him, Bob's about to start. He's got to finish up his packing and make the long trip from Omaha down to his bit of entirely unimproved bit of West Texas and start figuring out what it's going to take him to live on it. Now, for the first ever so long, he's going to go back and forth. Omaha having slightly lower temperatures in the summer, I can understand that. But there will be a lot less snow, if any, happening out by Van Horn. We did occasionally get a little snow in Andrews, Midland, Odessa area, but you can't count on that. So he may yet see some snow. That'll be melted off by noon. I mean, it's a La Nina year. I was checking recently to find out if it was a El Nino or a La Nina year, and yeah, he might actually have more rain than he's expecting to, because it'll be a La Nina winter. It might be a weaker one, though, if it doesn't set up enough pattern to drive the push into more La Nina weather next year. Then it might just be standalone. It's the weather. You cannot be sure what it will be doing tomorrow, let alone a year to a year and a half from now. But I'm trying to think. is the jet streams affect stuff higher up, and they are affected by water temperatures. And when you think about water temperatures and weather patterns, you have to think all the way up into the upper Arctic and all the way down onto the equator and what's happening south of the equator. People don't usually think of that, but if temperatures, they've got summer temperatures coming up in Australia and Africa. And depending how the heat that's heating up the ground affects the air temperatures and causes those changes. Like, things get weird. How you doing, little dog? He's just sitting here being a cute little dog. That's his job. He does it well. It's okay, buddy. It's just this long ribbon on here. It's got an individual handle, and it's got a long strap that I can put over my shoulder, and then it can slide with everything else right off my shoulder. There you go, buddy. Now, the county I am in, there has been so much early voting. We've gotten well past the halfway point. And I hope a lot of other counties are out there having good results for their early voting. So one of the first things I ask every year is, how's the turnout been? And even in the first day, or maybe it was the second day, they'll usually tell me, oh, we've had 200 people at this location already. Awesome. Use your vote before someone else does. I have heard of someone, they showed up somewhere to vote, and they had already been marked as having received and sent back an absentee ballot. And they go, wait a minute, that's my name? Yeah, I did not do an absentee ballot. Basically, their vote was already stolen. So that holds with what I said before. Use your vote before somebody else does. Wasps are moving around, but they're not moving real quick. Because it's a little bit cool, but it's not cold. I didn't even put on a sweater when I ran to class this morning. What, puppy? You still don't smell your little friend? He might be staying in his yard in a sheltered spot while it's cool. Do you want to go in? I'm not in a hurry to go in. It's okay, bud. There might be a heavier rain than the little sprinkles we've been having expected. Because it is Saturday, but I can hear the construction that's happening east of me. Some stuff, I mean, it's mechanical. They might be working on the infrastructure for water delivery to what might be a neighborhood or an apartment complex. Either way, it makes me not want to be here. I wish I could move to 10 acres, maybe near Lubbock. Got the brother-in-law out there. We got somebody, but I don't know that they need us over there. Somebody's burning something, but it smells more like it got cardboard and wood than charcoal or anything tasty. Not sure. What, puppy? He's just staring. Ears, nose, and eyes all pointed one direction. And a little bit of a tremble. Is the pressure dropping, puppy? Is it? The dog across the way would like to have some attention, but he's not able to come over here. If he was, I'd feed him treats and tell him he's a good boy. But he's not supposed to be coming visiting. He's supposed to be staying right there and guarding over there. Sorry, buddy. You're still a good boy. I'm just not bringing you treats. Well, this is pretty much my life. I think I've got some stuff in the dryer I can check on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, whoever's burning stuff is not being very careful about it. There's some plastic in there. That is stinky. Oh, man. Now, early voting is already wrapped up in Texas. The regular vote It's coming up, what is it, Tuesday? I don't know. But, voting day, basically, is coming up. After which point, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, maybe have to push it back a week. Whatever, Bob said he'll be driving. Yeah, puppy, it smells bad. I've got a 20-pound propane cylinder I need to get filled up before anything happens and it becomes impossible to get propane. After which point, then we'll probably use up one of the others and have to get it filled up. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. What you want? You need to go somewhere? There's your grass and weeds. I don't know what that particular weed is, but it has tiniest little bitty yellow flowers on it. Tiny, tiny, tiny. What else was I thinking of? I was getting my stuff done today. Oh, I made another batch of yogurt, and I took a quart of it to the daughter-in-law. Yogurt is one of those things you enjoy 3 or 4 ounces at a time. So she'll make it last. Now, it's plain. It's very, very plain and unsweetened. And I am not one who does the whole case of morphine overconsumption. If I eat some cheese and I think this is too sharp, it's not what I want right now, I can walk away from it. You're looking a little restless, little man. Yes, you is. Now, the first time I made the yogurt, I did do the pre-boil it step so that I would see how that went. And on that video that I have linked in the community tab where I made a post about having made yogurt, I went back to that and she said you can skip this part. Well, last time I did do the boil, and this time I skipped it. It still tasted good this morning when I was putting it in jars. You be here with me and take care of me, okay, buddy? There's all that noise because there's a lady and a boy walking by with... she's got a box. He's carrying some kind of package. But I got trusty Chihuahua taking care of Mama. He's my sidekick. And my food tester to make sure nobody poisons me. And he would like to make it very plain to all the package delivery people out there. They must be fairies. They're so impossible to catch. But he finds it quite disturbing that they're always coming by and leaving stuff. Too bad. We keep ordering stuff. How you doing, buddy? Too much excitement. He's over here trembling. Going, should I chase something? Should I run across there and bark at that big dog? That big dog is sad, buddy. He's just sad. But he's still a good boy, so he hears that from me sometimes. I think it's time to figure out if I want some deviled eggs or some shrimp or something next to that pork. What do you think, buddy? Butter and a splash of hot sauce on some shrimp, or make some deviled eggs with the not mayo. I could see myself eating both of those and a big slab of that meat. Yeah. But that's me. Y'all gotta do you. So, hit the thumbs up if you have a minute or care to. Maybe hit the comments and tell me what you'll be eating today. Or maybe tell me what you want to find instructions on. How do I cook this? No, we're not going down the street chasing whoever that was that just ran by. There was a dog. Looked like about a medium weight, but taller and thinner. Hey, buddy. No, we're not following any other dogs around. No pack behavior for Chihuahua. Yeah, it's okay. The excitement is making him tremble a little bit. And there goes the truck. Pulling in across the neighbor. Where I get to keep hearing their music. Oh well. I'll go in and get this posted. Hang out with this little guy. Maybe full of laundry. Who knows? Yeah, buddy. It's time to do stuff in the house. Y'all do what you need to do. Tell me about it in the comments. Or tell me what you're cooking today if you are at all inclined to talk about food. Some people don't, but carnivores just often do. We just aren't eating as much of the absolute garbage that passes for food that a lot of people are. We're still very food-centric. It's okay. What, buddy? What? It's not that cool out here, and he's not scary. He's tied up. So much tremble. Oh, I love my puppy dog. Love my puppy dog. All the trembling. He's a Chihuahua. The tremble isn't shivering because he's scared. It's trembling because he's excited. Chihuahuas will get into stuff. I mean, seriously, there's a fella that does a lot of short videos on probably Instagram and on Facebook. That's where I usually find him. It's like things you need to know about different breeds of dogs. And his take on Chihuahuas, I can't imagine anyone being any more accurate. They have to be so tiny, or there would be nothing else left on the face of the earth. And yeah, there are a few very small Chihuahuas that are smart enough to realize they're small, and that's everything around them could gobble them up in just a few bites, and they'd be gone. And they go, oh my god, I'm way too small. But they're smart enough to realize it, you know? And those are the few that are afraid. The rest, like this guy, like I said, he doesn't want the mailman coming over. He doesn't want package people coming over. Sometimes I call them package fairies. They drive up, they slip up to the steps, and something will be sitting on the top step, or maybe even all the way by the door or something, and then they disappear. Delivery wizards. No, whatever. The important part is, don't let him bite any of them. Lots of people have the, oh, he's so cute, can I pet him? And it'd be like, hang on a minute, let me turn him around so his back is to you, and stick his head under my armpit, and hope he doesn't rip a hole in the brachial artery trying to get to you. He is cute. He's as cute as can be. Love him to pieces, but he's still a Chihuahua. And he's mommy's boy through and through. Aren't you? Yep. But I think I'm done out here. Y'all be who you need to be. Vote how you need to vote. Vote your vote before someone else votes your vote. Eat something that's good for you. Seriously, I think some of the healthiest stuff I offer to Rick, he views it as, oh, it's a side. No, a deviled egg is more of a mineral tablet than a side. It's everything it takes to make a chicken. It just didn't get selected in the grand scheme of things to be one of the next generation of chickens. I can't decide if I want some more. If I use the shrimp, that would be the ones that are left. And that's not a problem. I mean, I know where to buy more. But No. Yep. Oh. No, puppy dog, you're staying here. Come on. Come on up. Do you need to pee on the grass one more time? She does not want to back out with a dog under her tires. I keep wondering if he's going to try to chomp a wasp. It's not like they're not available. Yeah, but you need to eat what you need to eat. I'm gonna decide if I want a few. You know what? I'll skip it. I don't need to do anything extra. If daughter and grandson, older grandson is off at his dad's. But if they decide they want a side, they can decide on their own side. Yeah, buddy, she went. Y'all take care, okay? Grandma loves you and wants you to be okay.